Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Racing 3 leather jacket, available at RevZilla.com. New for late fall 2017, this is our Racing 3 from Dainese. Dainese did a good job. We're excited to see where they've taken this. The Italians are sitting in their seats going, oh, thank God. But we are very happy. If we look at this, it got a big bunch of changes versus the Racing 2, which we liked, but we didn't like as much as the Racing 1. And now the Racing 3 brings us back to square, drops the price a little bit. You're in the mid-5s now, and makes a rock-solid, in our opinion, premium approach to 2 to 3 season hot weather sport riding. You can couple it with a Delta pair of pants, take it to the track, top half of a 2-piece race suit. But ultimately, I'm going to start with all the tweaks here, because you're seeing the classic Dainese flag being waved. It's the classic style. This is our favorite color, the black and fluoro red. And again, this screams Italy, but it also screams race. And this is what Dainese does so well. First change versus the Racing 2. The new co-injected shoulders are aluminum, 30% bigger, and now changed. So ultimately, the last version was aluminum. If you went down on them, you could not change them, and they didn't have this asymmetrical shape or the coverage. Now you have better coverage, they're interchangeable, replaceable, and there's better coverage. They've also cleaned up with a new Dainese logoing in font. You'd look at that and say, oh yeah, that's the Dainese logo. But if you look at the last version, you're going to see a very different font that just doesn't scream Dainese for 2017 the way that this does. The other changes are a bit more functional. You're going to see when we turn him around, not yet, that he has 2 additional vents along the back of this jacket. You also now have neoprene up along the collar. So functionally, from a comfort and protection standpoint, this jacket has gotten better. Now, in my eyes, there's only one clear gripe with this jacket. I love the perf scheme. I love that it comes in non-perf. I love the elastication scheme. I love all the changes they've made. I wish there was CE Level 2 armor in this jacket. We know Dainese has it. They've gone CE Level 1 composite underneath this co-injected shoulder and in the elbows. But ultimately, to see this ship with that CE Level 2 armor that's proprietary would be a nice move forward. Now, ultimately, remember, handful of different colors. Like I said, this is our favorite one. Let's get into sizing briefly. High-vis Brian, 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. You can see him to my left. He's making it look good today. This is a size 52. Use the size chart. It is a sport to aggressive fit. There is no surprising here. If you've worn Dainese jackets and you're a 52, you're going to be a 52 in this. It is clean, it is classic, it is in a more aggressive fit than a touring fit, and ultimately it's consistent within that Dainese line. Use the size chart. We'll ship free over 39 bucks, and I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the Racing 3. Now, diving into the nuance of this jacket. Remember, this is Tutu cowhide. It is going to be that 1.2 millimeter race grade cowhide. It is locally perforated, giving you the perforated option. This is the perf version, but notice the perforation doesn't go to the edge, because when you have perf that goes to stitching, it creates weaker leather at the connection points. You also notice you have these big S1 stretch panels. You have it from the trap to the collarbone to the inside of the bicep down to the forearm. You also have it along the inside of the torso. Saves weight, allows breathability, and allows range of motion. On the front of this jacket, you have 2 big vents for airflow. On the sides, you're going to have hand warmer pockets. Again, it just nails the basics without getting overly fancy. If we look at the inside, medial side zipper. It is an adjuster as well as a zipper. Notice you do have a leather gusset behind it. And notice that fluoro red that makes its way all the way down the inside of the arm. And on the outside of the arm, you have that localized perforation on that Tutu leather. Again, promoting airflow in the warmer times of the year. Turn face that way for me. I love this, by the way, for a summer weight jacket, or especially for those of us in the Northeast where it gets really hot and sticky. Get that perf jacket option. You will thank me later. If we look at the left side here, down the arm, there's my co-injected shoulder. Again, notice the asymmetrical shape and the additional coverage. Underneath that, it's going to be composite armor. Moving down, you've got a little bit of less of a raised panel. It's now debossed. Embossed panel with a debossed, almost heat weld right there, just adding a different flavor and style. Elastication here, that's micro elastication, which means you get elastication, but again, less bulk, less raised area. It just sits lower, and it actually has a bit of a Spider-Man Venom feel to it. It's kind of badass. Moving to the elbow, composite armor all the way down to the forearm, tying things together. Now, if HVB raises his arm, localized perf, stretch panel on the back for range of motion, stretch panel down the side, and there's our secondary venting. So we had venting up at the chest, you have venting, and again, this jacket loves to be in the 3/4 of the tuck position. You can rock it out upright all day long, but again, any riding style, especially the aggressive ones, this is really going to be quite nice. Also notice more micro elastication down the back side of the lap, coupled with this S1 stretch panel. Again, a tremendous amount of range of motion. Very simple, 2 snaps down at the hip. Turn backwards for me there, HVB. Now, another little gripe or nitpick I have is this is blacked out reflectivity, top of the back. They could have done another little pop on the side. They could have given you maybe 1 or 2 additional pops of blacked out reflective. They wouldn't have thrown off the style. I don't believe they would have added that much cost to the jacket. So ultimately, Dainese, make me a Racing 4. There are very few tweaks I'd ask for. Maybe a hair more reflectivity could be one of them. If we look at the back, it'll take a Manus back protector. That's not included. And ultimately, very aggressive back. I like the fact that it doesn't have a sport or a race hump. It's more of a street-oriented jacket. Again, Dainese stitch logoing down across the back. It's not sublimated. It's not screened on. It's actually stitched. Adds a little more interest there. And notice the drop seat. Come back around to the front for me there, Briz. If he opens it up, I beat you to the punch there, buddy. If we open it up, sanitized liner on the inside, your basic mesh liner for hot weather riding. Pockets for your Dainese chest protector, 270-degree zip if you want to attach it to a pair of leather pants, get it to the track. And notice, same Tutu leather, which has a nice soft hand to it in the inside of the collar, and then really where it might start to bite you up at this roll is going to be that neoprene, which is really wetsuit material. You're going to sweat or you're going to get wet, but ultimately it's going to keep you from chafing. Go ahead and zip that bad boy up. So ultimately, I already told you, I fell out of love with the Racing 2. We liked it when we first saw it, and then as we got to know it, we said, over time it needs to be more. This is more for less. They've made the jacket more functional. They've definitely made the jacket more stylish and aggressive. They've added some key features, and ultimately they dropped the price. I don't think as a rider we can ask for much more from a premium Italian manufacturer that's saying we're leading with a flagship jacket that's going to be the most attainable. It's in that key sweet spot of price point, and many riders that love Dainese will absolutely gravitate towards it. So for that, again, Dainese, we tip our hat to you. As Mike Tyson would say, we tip our hand to you. Again, keep doing it. Go in this direction. It's better for riding. It's better for you. The next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page. Read other rider reviews. You should not just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the Racing 3. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla for our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.